the entire message and way that consumers want to interact with your company and with your brands has changed. So instead of what I call and what others in the industry call push-based marketing, where you're pushing messages at consumers and at business owners, and typical advertising of having a department to actually create content and create advertising campaigns to be basically interrupting consumers and businesses, those days are slowly changing, and actually more rapidly changing even in this past year, where consumers and business owners typically now want to be engaged. Instead of just, again, pushing really content that's self-serving to the business community, you've got to start thinking about building your own tribe. And a tribe is really very different than a customer. A tribe is really using your own customers as really your own marketing channel. So instead of the typical days of just a handshake and really just trying to sell something at a good price and of high quality, you need more than that. You need raving fans at this point. And that's really what building a tribe is all about. And I always talk about there's really 3 tribes that you should be thinking about with your company. There's your own internal tribe that you should be thinking about, because those are your marketers as well, your actual employees. You have your client tribe, of course, that you really have to make sure that you're servicing. And you also have your partner tribe. So there's really 3 tribes that everyone really should be thinking about. And really what TribalVision does is make sure that we're really maximizing the effectiveness of all 3 of those tribes. So by the end, at the end of every day, they're really speaking, as evangelists for your brand, more so than just viewing this as a stiff business relationship. You all are marketers now, and you've got to be thinking of it in that way. So if you're thinking that, okay, I've got to go back and tell my marketing department, here's some great tips on marketing, instead you should really be thinking about, I am the marketer of this company. The receptionist is the marketer of this company. Everyone is a marketer now. And you've got to be thinking in those terms when you go back and start thinking about putting together a marketing plan. If it's just, let's come up with a better logo or slogan or tagline, or that's not marketing today. That's something that's somewhat insignificant. What's more important is building associations with consumers in their minds and how they're actually viewing your brand. So when they see your logo, what are they thinking? If they have a bad experience with someone in your office, or if a purchase order isn't done properly, or if it's late by a day, that's marketing right there. And oftentimes, companies, old school companies often, but they're out there, they're viewing that as, oh, that's not marketing, that's just another function. That's our operations department, our COO should be handling that. And I would argue that marketing permeates the entire organization. So instead of thinking of this as departments, you should be thinking of it as, what can I do to raise the bar for every customer experience that happens with my company? And if you start thinking in that type of mindset, some pretty mind-blowing things can start happening. But it's an entire culture shift that's happening right now, and the companies that really are doing that are winning. And those that, again, are thinking marketing is off in that corner department, let's think of a great idea. Those great ideas consumers nowadays are tired of, and they don't want. They want to be engaging with your company. And if you're not engaging in a real, genuine human way, you're losing out on a really big opportunity. And there's been an evolution in the relationship with the brand. And nowadays, consumers are really looking to express themselves through a brand. And it's very different than before, but oftentimes now, whether it's Starbucks or versus Dunkin' Donuts or Washington Trust or others, they're looking to really express themselves in so many ways. So can they be expressing themselves through the I Love Rhode Island campaign? And of course, that certainly hit a chord. Very different than, I don't think I can ever express myself with, talking about CD rates. But I certainly can when we're talking to this human element. So you've got to be thinking about, how can I be creating that connection so someone can express themselves through what I'm doing.